developing young or brood in there. And when we come to spin it, we're just going to be spinning honey. Queen will live 3 to 5 years. In that time, when she's younger, she lays more strongly. She can lay between 1,000 and 2,000 eggs a day. And a worker will live in peak season maybe 6 or 7 weeks, and they literally work themselves to death. They don't rest. At night, when they're back in the hive, they're processing the nectar that they've brought in during the day, and they literally work themselves to death. So you do the maths, you can have up to about 60,000 bees in a hive, in a very strong hive. Most hives probably aren't that, they're probably more like 30 or 40,000 bees, but a strong queen can do that. Now, these are Italian bees. They're a lovely, nice golden colour. These were bought in a package from a breeder, and they are a really nice bee to work with. I can work without gloves. I have some hives, different types of bees that I've caught as swarms and what have you, and the bees are literally bouncing off your veil trying to get at you, sort of thing. Not the sort of bees I'd bring to a place like this.
So honey, particular different sort of flavour being Italian bees?
No, basically the honey is only depending on what they're foraging on. And so when bees go out to forage, they will forage on. They're opportunists, more or less, so they will go to wherever the strongest flows are. In the morning, what happens? The oldest mature field bees go out as scouts. They look for where the nectar and pollen flows are, and they come back, and through a dance called the waggle dance, they tell the rest of the bees in the hive, or the bees in their immediate area, all done in the dark. It's exactly where, how much, and what it is that's there. So it's through a series of waggles and figure eights and what have you, all in direct proportion to where the sun is at the time. They'll tell all their sisters where to go. They do all the work. When bees go out to collect pollen, they practice what's called flower fidelity, which means they'll only go to one particular species of flower. So this is why bees are such good pollinators, because they're not covered in a multitude of different types of pollen. Their pollination is much more effective. When we got the right tool to remove this, when we take out a frame, we have to be very careful. It's very much a lot of variables in how the weather is, how strong the hive is, what's available in the local area, sort of what nectar flows are on and all that sort of thing. You can see here, this around here, I've got my hand. This is all honey stores. This here, a little bit aggressive. I'm not aggressive, but they're following me. This in the middle here is capped brood. So there's worker bees developing underneath that. Whereas the outside, this is honey that they've used to feed the brood, developing brood in that area. You can see these raised cells here. Oh, got one there, see? I'll put my gloves on. When you do get stung, you have to get the sting out as quickly as possible, and you always scratch it sideways. You never squeeze it, or you're going to squeeze the poison into your hand or wherever you're stung. When you hear about people dying from multiple bee stings, what happens is in the process of stinging me, she sets off a pheromone. That tells other bees to come and sting me in the same spot. So if you're ever in a position where you're near a hive or near a lot of bees and you get stung, don't worry about getting the sting out. First thing you do is run, okay? Then you get the stings out. Yeah, the bee will die after she stings you, okay? In the process, it rips out her internal organs, and there's a little sac attached to that stinger, and if you look under it carefully, it's pumping away. So that's the idea. So you have to scratch it sideways, don't squeeze it in, get it out as quick as possible. Obviously, as I said, remove yourself from the area first, and then